All right, everybody, here we go again. Same shirt. Anyways, got to fill up our buckets. Well, there they are. Got to get them ready because this is going to be quite the water change in the 55-gallon tank. We'll take you in here in a minute and show you what we're dealing with because it's not bad. I've done a lot of research on it. It's called white mold, and it comes from adding roots to your water system. So guys, here we go again. Let's get this done today. So that way, one, the tank's going to look a little bit better. This will be a water change like number 4, so it's just going to get better for the tannins and all that good stuff. And two, we're going to get rid of this white mold. So guys, here we go again. So yeah, we got to fill up those 3 buckets. And this bucket, look at the sunshine on these tanks, guys. This is why my turtles have such pretty shells. But King was out earlier this morning. I think he's just chilling in his house right now. But anyways, Onyx is doing great. King's doing great. We just got to fill up these water jugs, get them ready, which I'll add the remaining water in here to King's tank. So, guys, look how pretty they are. Look at all these old guppies and stuff just swimming around. Yeah, they're so pretty. And they're absolutely everywhere. All right. And this is what we're working with. This is what they're calling white mold. Yeah. They say it's not harmful to the fish or anything like that, so which is a good thing. And also it is because it is a root that has a lot of nutrients in it is the reason why the mold is starting to grow. So once we get our buckets filled up and everything, we'll come in here and start doing our water change. And it says it doesn't affect the fish. But guys, look at forehead. He has some on his fins and his forehead. So I don't know what's up with that. So, yep, another water change. Let's get her done. So that's the agenda for today. We're going to do another, which we need to do a water change anyways. But from what I'm seeing, this stuff comes off super easy. It's usually like the holes in the wood and stuff that the mold grows out of. You can notice it's in the cracks and all that stuff. So, but from what the guy was showing me online, it comes off really super easy. You can even use like a toothbrush. So, but I noticed forehead had it on his forehead. So, and the other fish, Shikaku's fine, Forehead's friend's fine. So, yeah, we're just going to do it. But it's a root because a root provides nutrients to the tree, is why this has so much nutrients in it. So, I guess once it's cut and dead and everything, it's still got a lot of nutrients in it. I don't know. So, but they said it could come back, or, oh, was even told that you could just leave it and it'd go away after a while. We ain't leaving it, guys. All right, everybody. Now we're going to get our buckets filled up, which y'all kind of know how that works. And using the good old Safe. I use this for all my animals, fish and turtles. So it's good stuff, guys. Yeah, we just got to get these ready, get them in the office, and then we can start our water change. And while we're out here filling up buckets, doing all that good fun stuff, Onyx is starting to go into hibernation. He is slowing down a lot. He's eating, slowing down. You know, nights are cooler, mornings are cooler. Still getting up in the 80s in the afternoon, but reptiles, they can tell. They can feel it. They know the weather's changing and they're preparing to go into hibernation, and that's what Onyx is doing. So he slows down quite a bit during the wintertime, which I hadn't even seen him this morning. He's in his cave and he don't want to be bothered. All right, guys, we've got our buckets for emptying the water, finger. We've got our buckets for filling up the water. And then I went through and color coordinated everything. Kind of dark, I apologize, but white for pump, blue for air, yellow for light. So yeah, now we're just going to get busy. And we're at least doing 20 gallons. which would be quite a bit for this tank. Ooh, y'all almost got dropped. Alright guys, and I do have two filters, or siphons. One I made myself, and this one we did take out the little guard, because we've got a lot of stuff to clean up at the bottom here, which the lighting's going to be pretty freaking terrible. But this one's opened up all the way too. We're going to try this one. If this one doesn't work, getting out all the white fungus, white mold. So guys, we're set up and ready to go. So you know me, I'm going to get you set up in some weird angle, and we're just going to go to town and get her done. Okie dokie, we got a good flow. Let's see if we can just, yeah, looks like they'll scrape right off. And again, people say you can leave this stuff here, but I don't want to. Especially if it's getting on my fish. And what I might do, I might come through here and scrub it all off with a brush and just siphon it out as we're cleaning the tank. So, but so far so good, guys. And yeah, we've kicked out the clicker. Alright. Alright guys, we are definitely starting bucket number 2. And the brush is definitely the way to go. Because you can just brush all this stuff out of here. So that's what I'm going to continue to do, is sit here and just brush it. And it just floats around like crazy. Stay. And yes, I use the top pin. And I don't realize if I explained why I took the filter off of this siphon is because there's a lot of bug parts at the bottom of this tank. It's another reason why I turned off the pump and the aerator, so they would just settle and be a lot easier for me to get in here and get at least 90% of this cleaned up. It looks horrible. So, yep, that's what I'm doing, guys. I hope the angles are okay. I know the lighting sucks, but we kind of work with what we got. All right, guys, we got 10 gallons in here. We're filling up another bucket. I've been actually watering my tree and my rose bushes with them. So, yeah, and then Halloween time, guys. So, yeah, I just figured why put the water to waste and just dumping it down the driveway like I usually do. And y'all tell me if that's a good idea or a bad idea. I just figured the fish waste is like fertilizer and all that good stuff, and it seems to be helping. It really helps the sweet potato plants grow. So, yeah, you got 2 more buckets to go, guys. 2 more buckets to go. And people smarter than me out there, let me know. I haven't had my heater plugged in. I wonder why my water was cold when I was down there color coordinating all the cords. Heater's not plugged in. I guess would heat actually help the mold stay away, or would it help it grow more? That is my question for the day, which I'll do more research and all, but I always like your guys' opinion too, because y'all help me out a lot. I mean, guys, one of my favorite subscribers helped me find out that Hodor is a lady. Oh, I know I've said it before, but it's so cool. So guys, just let me know. I'm just curious if heat would help this situation, because I know it helps with like wick and all that good stuff. So, the more you know. Alright guys, that is a 45% water change. I'm going to fill her back up. If you've watched my videos, you've seen it before. We're not going to do it again. We will show you the final product right after this. Alright, we're filled back up. Now, this, you're not going to get every bit of this stuff. It's so hard to get. We just kind of rely on our pump to get the rest of it. I did go through with a net and scoop a whole bunch of it out, but it's about impossible to catch. So hopefully our filter will catch what we could not catch. We'll let this settle for a while. It is 1:21, so probably after dinner. Wife just told me that I'm going to be doing some pork chops on the Blackstone. I love cooking. But anyways, we'll give that time to settle. You can already tell it looks better. It looks clearer just because we got some of the tannins out of it. But yeah, let's check it out later when it's all settled. And I guess we're not going to get it all out, guys. Hopefully we'll just maintain it by keeping it clean. All right, guys. We are now at 7:46. Still some stuff floating around. I did have to go back through with the net because there was so much floating around, but it looks a lot better. Yeah. I could have done a better job, but you know what, guys? I did my best. First time dealing with this stuff. And as long as she's happy and they're happy, I'm good. Sorry, I had to take a photo. So guys, let there be light. On that note, we're done. Just playing with something different, you know. Owning fish tanks and all that good fun stuff, you always run into something. But guys, on that note, like I always say, I appreciate you watching. And until next time, because guys, there will be a next time. There's always something to do, and it's about to get cold and all that good fun stuff. So guys, till next time.